But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Takes a low snap. Here comes the rush. He steps up. He is floating it deep, and it is caught by Agholor at the 20. Cuts back at the 10, at the 5. He is in for the touchdown. He falls backwards. A 72-yard bomb to Agholor.
What's up, Philadelphia? We are live, broadcasting from the beautiful new media studios right outside of Philadelphia. Welcome to the 2017 Week 6 edition of the 4th and JAWN podcast. We are 4-1. Your Philadelphia Eagles are 4-1. And listen, we've talked on this podcast right here about the continuity of this Philadelphia Eagles team. We've talked about the confidence that this Philadelphia Eagles team is showing. We've talked about the maturity that this team has shown. But let's face facts here. What you saw Sunday at Lincoln Financial Field was a little thing around here we like to call swagger. So Philly, roll your shoulders back, stick your chest up, stand up fucking straight. Because the swagger is back in Philadelphia. Better yet, the New York Giants. We might be the worst team in fucking football! The Dallas Cowboys left too much time on the clock and they suck. The Redskins might have had a bye week, but we got them next time and they suck. And I want to pass it off to my man, Gail Saunders, because I don't want to say it again. I don't want to have to say it again that when referring to our team, they should refer to... I'm not even going to say it. You know why? Too fucking easy!
It is too fucking easy. Gail Saunders, you were there at Lincoln Financial Field, baby. How you feeling?
Amazing. Stole my thunder. I was going to say, when you win three sides of the football, special teams, offense, defense, it's too fucking easy.
Too fucking easy!
That guy is a fucking gem. We need to find him. We need to find his name. We need to get him down here and record the song. But anyway, it was a great win. Great team win. A lot of role players stepped up. You can go down the line. Players are making plays at the end of the day. You don't need an Alshon Jeffrey to ball out every single game when you have Alshon. You got Nelson Agholor. You got Zach Ertz. You got role players making plays. So at the end of the day, man, great team win. So super excited.
I love it. How could you not be excited? I didn't know my man working the social media right now, Philly Mike. He's excited. Philly Mike, how you feeling today, baby?
What's going on, guys? What's going on? You can hit us up at 4th and JAWN on Twitter, 4th and JAWN on Facebook, and at 4th and JAWN Instagram. We're 4-1, boys. We're 4-1, top of the division, second place on the NFC. You got to be feeling good. I mean, that was a demolished game facing the Cardinals, man. And 34-7. 34-7.
And look, they're coming off of 3 games where they beat 2 bad teams in the New York Giants and the San Diego Chargers. We started to have to prove it against an Arizona Cardinals team who we dominate. And if you kind of look at the progression of it, right? The New York Giants, they kind of stormed back. The Eagles found a way to step on their throats. And then against the San Diego Chargers, they tried to storm back a little bit, but again, the Eagles are learning how to finish. And then against the Cardinals, man, they just never had a chance. Next up, my man working the soundboard. You know him, Evan Bubblegum here. You love him. What's happening, baby?
What's up, man? I just channeled my inner Nelson Agholor on that on that intro. I dove into the back of the end zone during the intro.
Yo, it threw off my whole intro, bro. I couldn't recover from that.
I hope we got it on video. But, dude, I could not be happier about this fucking game. I didn't sweat once during the entire. When was the last time you watched an Eagles game and you didn't have a worry in the world? They went up 21-0, and I was ready to change the channel. Like that's an exaggeration. But what I'm saying is, I have seen. I couldn't be happier, man.
Absolutely. And every once in a while, you need that and it's been a while since we've had it. That old-fashioned put up your feet in front of the seat in front of you and just watch this ass-kicking that the Philadelphia Eagles are putting on. We haven't seen that in a while. Being there at Lincoln Financial Field, I haven't felt that energy in a while. But it was just one of those relaxed, enjoyable atmospheres. And live in studio, very special guest. You know him from the 97.5 The Fanatic Morning Show. The bro is in. Mr. Jamie Lynch, how are you, sir?
Thanks for having me in, guys. What I wanted to say on air Monday morning was, how fucking good did that feel?
Yes.
You know, like, I just had a smile ear to ear Monday morning. It just felt great to kick the shit out of somebody. And I think it was a statement game for Wentz. I think it was his coming out party. And, I mean, the sky's the limit for this kid.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just such a good feeling to have somebody that you know is the guy.
Is the guy. And he's showing that. And we talked last year so much about, listen, we need to see. Wentz played well. He showed flashes in that first year. We all saw it. We saw some good. We saw some bad. But he needed to make that Donovan McNabb-esque jump, that light-year jump into his second year, his sophomore year, in order for us, as a fan base, to feel comfortable with the move that we made, the trade up for him. We're seeing it. Yeah. We're seeing it. Carson Wentz right now. Just let this sink in. As the 4-1 record, I think we're still all trying to digest that, and we're all still on a high. Let this one sink in for a while. Carson Wentz is on pace for 4,358 yards. Holy shit. Carson Wentz has a passer rating on third down of 137.
Say it with your chest.
Absolutely. It is phenomenal. And you know what else I like to see? And Jamie brought it up as we were chilling at Chickies and Pete's or standing outside the studio. All the draft Twitter experts that are now, like, backtracking. Your favorite.
Oh, Cian Fahey, this Irish self-proclaimed quarterback expert, called Wentz a slightly worse version than Blake Bortles. Like, I'm sorry, dude, you're done. And not only that, he's the most butthurt dude on Twitter. So anybody that tells him, like I got into, like, a legit, like, back and forth with him. We had a good conversation, and then he just ended up blocking me. And I was just like, dude, like, what? And then it turns out,
get him out of here. Put him in a badge from that guy.
I'm sure all of Eagles Twitter at this point is pretty much blocked by this guy. You can't call him you're just telling me that you're not watching the kid because, like, Blake Bortles. Like,
I put a meme out of him earlier yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
He didn't block me.
Oh,
wow. You're not blocked?
Wow.
Well, yeah, the funny thing is I worked at Roto-World the same time he worked at Roto-World. We never really talked, so maybe he gave me some Roto-World love on that. I don't know, but
what's his Twitter handle?
It's CIANAF.
CIANAF.
Yes.
So to all our viewers,
I'm sure 80% of them are already blocked.
For those who aren't blocked yet, those listening live, those on Periscope, those that are going to see it on YouTube a little later, make sure you give this guy a nice little tweet and just remind him that because he started watching in 2004, American football does not make him a fucking quarterback expert. And when he finally blocks you, please tweet a screenshot at 4th and John so we can then retweet it.
It's fantastic. He does it quickly too. Like
he does it quickly
within like 2 minutes of getting a tweet.
Takes no shit.
Yeah, it's pretty.
He just sits there in his mom's basement wherever he is in Ireland or something like that.
He's now working for ESPN, so I don't know if he's stateside now or what.
How the fuck does a guy get a job like that?
Hence the ratings.
Yeah, he's got a podcast and like
pre-snap reads.
Yeah, they bring him on some shows here and there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. How?
Yeah.
How?
And like. Just to, sometimes you're thinking like, oh, man, are we drinking the Kool-Aid a little too much here? I saw some MVP odds today.
Really?
Carson Wentz is plus 700, which puts him about 4th or 5th in the league.
Nah.
Like, it's not us anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's being recognized as what he is.
And absolutely. And
his second year.
And in his second year. Like, listen, quarterbacks really shouldn't be to a level where they're in MVP consideration until their third year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how this league goes. This is why I was pressing so hard even before they traded up that, listen, they need to find a way to get this Carson Wentz kid. You get a young quarterback, you handcuff him, or you get a young head coach, a new head coach, you handcuff him to a quarterback. That's not always how it works out. You don't always win a Super Bowl like that. But if you take a look at the Tom Coughlin and the Eli Manning, if you take a look at Harbaugh and Joe Flacco, if you take a look at Matt Ryan and what was it, Mike Smith who drafted him?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you see all these teams that end up in the Super Bowl, and it's always that quarterback the head coach and a quarterback that he drafted in their first year, and they grow together. That's not to say that the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl or the Super Bowl bound, but listen, this is how this shit happens. And guess what, Eagles fans? Good for you. It's happening a hell of a lot quicker than it does for other teams.
I mean, the thing I like about Carson, he is shining on third down. I mean, that's where quarterbacks make their money. I mean, he's 37 for 52, 71%.
That's insane.
On fucking third down.
Start the game on third
71%
down.
is good on any down.
Guess who he's better? Guess who he's better than on third down?
Oh, give it to me. I know you got it.
Tom fucking Brady.
There you go. Woo. Tom Brady.
Say it with your chest.
And that's all preparation on his part, because he's putting in the work. Like, you can just see how calm he is. Like, one of the things about quarterbacks when, I evaluate, I'm not, a football guy per se, but
all right, take it easy, King.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You look at the pocket presence and the happy feet, and are they shitting their pants a little bit? This kid, you never see it from. Like, he knows what he's looking at. He knows what's coming his way. He doesn't panic, and he steps up and makes throws. It's awesome.
I mean, nothing makes me more moist than hearing Carson Wentz say, yeah, you heard it. Say kill, 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 and he pre-snap reads.
Yeah,
and he changes the play. That's amazing.
That's prep.
You know what I mean?
But that's something that you talk about. That's preparation. Mm-hmm. You have to have a quarterback that's not only physically gifted but mentally tough, and a guy who's going to a film rat, a guy who's going to. The reason why he's so calm is because he's already done all the prep work. Mm-hmm. It's already done. It's all up here. He already he already knows what he's going to do. It takes the guesswork out of it. All you have to do is execute. Not every quarterback has the physical talents that Wentz has, but more importantly, not every quarterback has the work ethic. That's a work ethic. You're seeing a work ethic play itself out on the field.
Like that touchdown to Trey Burton. When he made that move on the outside, and Torrey Smith already knew it was a touchdown.
Awesome.
Too
fucking easy. He was at the line of scrimmage signaling touchdown.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what you like.
And how about our dude Nelly?
Oh,
feeling
Nelly.
Himself. Oh my God!
He couldn't
with
be
the
more hyped to get
with the
in that
D-Jax dance move too at the end, with the falling in the end zone.
He deserves to do whatever fucking dance he wanted to after juking that guy out of his fucking cleats.
You want to hear the list of the guys in the NFL with 2 50-plus yard touchdowns?
Please.
It's Nelson Agholor.
Nobody.
And he's all alone.
Well, there you go. And that not for nothing, but everybody was kind of like, Carson Wentz's deep ball. Carson Wentz's deep ball. You couldn't have had a better placed, better touch on the ball. I mean, that was perfectly thrown. There is not a more catchable, a wide receiver friendly ball than what he threw to Nelson Agholor there.
And the one on Torrey Smith.
Yes.
Both.
I felt
right
good
in the
for
bread
Torrey.
basket.
Yeah,
right
that was good
in
to
the
see
bread
Torrey.
basket.
Torrey get that.
And the touchdown celebration was pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
You got to give credit to Nelson Agholor, though. He snatched that out of midair, man. Like that was a great ball, and Nelson is the only one that could have got it, but he still had to get it, and he just reached down and grabbed it. He wasn't letting last season come back.
And then he gave it a little stiff arm and the shake and bake, and then
that was Buda Baker, Sidney Jones's old secondary mate.
Oh yes, Buda Baker,
rookie.
But it's
good.
Toast. Yeah. After this guy was having confidence breakdowns to the point where, listen, and we were justified in our, kind of bashing him for it. Like, look, this is football, man. Get your head in the game. You're a wide receiver. You caught 100 balls at USC, dude. Get your friggin' head in the game. Now, all of a sudden, you give that guy a little less pressure because you have other receivers around him, which then in turn allow him to get open, which then in turn boosts his confidence. I wonder what a swagger-filled Nelson Agholor is going to bring for the rest of the season.
It's exciting, man. It really is exciting because we thought we weren't going to get anything out of that first-round pick. We thought that was just going to end up being a wash after last year, and we were just going to cut ties with Nelson at the end of this season. But, dude, if he can be a key contributor to this offense, who knows what we can do.
And, Andy Reid used to talk about it in his press conferences. It's one of the things he always used to cough, open up with injuries, and then talk about how many targets Donovan McNabb hit. That was always his thing. He used to get, as Gail would put it, moist about how many different targets he hit. He used to hit 6 different. He hit 6 different targets. He hit 7. He would get really excited if he hit 8 different targets. Guess how many how many different receivers Carson Wentz passed to?
He spread it
is
around.
8.
Yeah.
It was 8. He's now. The offense is being. It's not just 1 or 2 guys now.
Spread the wealth, man.
Spread the wealth. And now you're getting role players who are playing a more significant role and feeling that confidence. You got a guy like Patrick Robinson.
True, dude.
Where'd he come
1
from?
year,
man?
$1 million.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And in training camp, looked like, we're going to cut his ass.
people. That's why you got Darby. Essentially, was because you thought Robinson wasn't going to give you anything.
And he's balling out. He's absolutely balling out.
That's mind blowing.
I mean, Howard Roseman's getting some bang for his buck.
I was going to say between him and Blunt, $2.3 million, and then you add Elliott to it. You've won 3 games with those 3 guys.
And then the trade to get Jernigan here.
a third-round pick, Timmy Jernigan.
Can we get Timmy Jernigan Appreciation Day?
We should.
I mean, that guy's balling. He's balling out in the Philadelphia Eagle way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Guys like Barner.
Yeah.
76-yard kick return.
Yeah.
You know, he's 5 carries. 23 yards, but he's making some first downs there. 4.6. You know, you have next man up ability here.
Mm-hmm.
And Big V.
Yeah.
Did you hear his name once in the second half on Sunday?
We did not.
Nope.
I did not.
Nope.
That's unbelievable.
Sitting in the stands, I didn't even notice Lane Johnson was out.
Yep.
Didn't even notice.
That kid's a player.
And in fact, they scored twice when Big V took over. The first 2 drives were touchdowns with Big V at right tackle. And I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice that Lane Johnson
Next
was
man
out.
up. Like we literally have non-scrubs behind people. It's great, man.
And
It's a
depth
deep
is throughout
team.
the entire team.
Well, the thing I like is the cohesiveness of the offensive line. It feels like they're finally gelling as a unit. They're finally like firing at all cylinders. Now they're running the ball. I mean, that's great, man.
And Jason Peters is he's out of this world, man.
Debo.
What did Shannon Sharp call him? A dancing bear. He loves to see that big old dancing. He is. You're not getting around him.
He's unbelievable.
But you're seeing this team gel in a way that we haven't seen in a long time. Coming off of Andy, going in the chip, and now Doug. You know, the first year of Doug Peterson. We were all worried. Was Doug losing the locker room? Oh, my God, the players are going to turn against Doug. Malcolm Jenkins came out today and said, I wouldn't say that this is the most talented team we've had in my time here, but I do believe this team is the most resilient, most mature, and most competitive that we've had. And at the end of the day, the talent will get you there, but look at the Dallas Cowboys. The talents will get you there. But unless you have that determination, that maturity, that resiliency, that competitive nature, you're not going to go far. This team is going to go. I don't know if it's sunk in quite yet that this team is 4-1, and oh, by the way, looks as good as they do doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I said after the Chiefs game that I thought they were the best team in the division. I was saying after last week and this previous week, they're right up there with the Falcons, the Packers, and the Panthers as the best teams in the NFC. Like, I legit believe that. They win on special teams. Their defensive front is real and one of the best in football. Carson Wentz is a legitimate MVP candidate, and everybody's contributing on offense. I mean, like, I know we're a little afraid to kind of, like...
We're afraid to jump in.
A
little bit.
Gail's
But,
getting
like,
wet over there.
Like,
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, bro.
We're there. We're there.
We're there.
We're there in the top 4 in the NFC. I believe that.
And doesn't this kind of remind you of year 1, Andy? You know, Donovan McNabb learning 3 and what they go 3 and 13, 4
Yeah,
and
that
12.
sounds about right.
Okay, second year, they make the playoffs. They lose it to the Giants, but that's okay. They're progressing.
Yeah.
Third year, NFC Championship game.
Yep.
I just feel like they're gelling as a team, though. I feel like they like each other. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like
They're
every
fighting
day,
for each other.
Right. Every day, every game, blood, sweat, and tears. Whether it be special teams, whether it be Maragos having to come in and play safety, whether just random guys or Bo
Everybody
Allen
steps up.
having to make plays.
I mean, when you follow these guys on Instagram, you see them fucking around in the locker room, having fun. It's offense and defense mixing. They're all like Wendell Smallwood and Fletcher Cox have this like hilarious Instagram live relationship where they're always like, you know what I mean? It's
I'm
just
missing
like,
out on that. Really?
Oh yeah, you got to follow them. It's really funny. They just like creep on each other from afar and they'll like zoom in on each other in like meetings. It's really funny. And like you can just tell the team genuinely likes playing with one another.
Even like a guy like Chris Long who just came right in and he just fit like a glove.
Mm-hmm.
So.
This is good stuff, man.
It's pretty exciting, man.
Look at you glowing. Look at his face.
I'm feeling.
He's got the
I'm
goosies.
feeling a little. Now we got a tough matchup coming, man. This is the prove it game. You beat the Giants, what the fuck ever. They might be the worst team in football. Then you go ahead and you beat the Chargers, not that great. The Cardinals, they made them look silly. This Carolina Panthers team, a little bit different of a